We're here. We're live. Honestly, I could hear Murray in real life, but I couldn't hear him over
Yeah, I could
Discord.
hear him screaming, but not.
Wow.
uh,
I
that
was
is too good.
I was just stretching and getting all the excitement out
Yeah,
because I'm so excited for this episode because we have a special esteemed guest,
our very special guest,
the not Shaflanka,
Nacho
Yeah.
Flocka, our
The best
recurring
guest.
guest,
longtime viewer, first time contributor,
first time guest.
Matthew.
Yeah, I contribute in the chat. All right.
He's actually our
He's a
most
silent
important
contributor.
contributor.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's calling
Don't
in
take
from the
that away from
jellyfish
me.
fields.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because I don't have a blurred background because Mac is wonderful.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
don't look at anything
What
behind me. I
the
wish I could have like a green screen or something.
Yeah,
Feels very invasive. Now you guys can look at my JoJo.
Meanwhile, me,
poster
I'm
here.
in Mark Carney's Canada, right?
Yeah, bro. It's
Yeah,
actually
This is the
Toronto.
this is what's gonna happen if we, Mark Carney. He's just like Carbon Tax Carney. He's just like Justin.
It's like a
That's-
chud, bro.
that's
Don't
the
like
world
that
with
guy.
no carbon taxes.
This is what Pierre Poilievre's Canada looks like, guys.
That's what
What?
Trudeau's
They're
Canada
falling
looked
out.
like.
Hey, if this is what Toronto's gonna end up like if we vote in Carbon Tax Carney. Okay, guys.
Yeah, he's never fixing the gardener, guys. This is what's gonna happen.
Hey, what's a good Toronto like landmark or like famous street?
Young and Dundas, which
Hey,
doesn't exist anymore.
This is gonna be Young and This is gonna be Turflanka Square, or whatever they're calling it. Aren't they calling it Shaflanka Boulevard?
Yeah, Shaflanka
Yeah,
Boulevard. I believe.
No,
it's
it's
actually
something-
just square. They didn't rename the street. They just renamed the square, which kind of removes the purpose of.
But it's something like Shaflanka, right?
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know by name. By heart.
Okay, Fatal Fury. You guys know the game Fatal Fury?
I don't know.
It's a fighting game, but anywho,
Maybe.
it's the one that had Smash Bros. How they had Terry as one of those DLC characters.
Oh yeah.
He's from Fatal Fury. So anywho, the new Fatal Fury, they just announced Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer player, is going to be a fighter. Yeah, sweet. He's going to be playable. Isn't that interesting?
That's definitely interesting. That's pretty
He's gonna be a
cool.
fighter?
He'll probably have like cool like soccer ball like, combos. Playing footy.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna?
It's like they're
put
trying to get people off
Sweeney,
FIFA.
You think they're gonna put
I
that
don't
in
know.
the game every time he like does a combo? He goes like sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Probably.
Definitely, that will be in the game. There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
What's the
You think they're gonna
context
put-
behind that clip anyway? Did he just like have a?
He just
freak
likes
out?
doing that.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He just likes that.
Sweet.
He'll probably do his jump where he goes like this.
Yes. Yeah, that's like his jump attack.
Yeah, it'll be like his ground pound.
That'll definitely
Yeah.
no doubt about that. So there's some Marvel shit that happened. At time of airing of this, it'll be like a week ago.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Big news. Frasier, guys,
Frasier-
he's back.
If you're a Frasier head, the next Avengers is going to be very good for you.
Is he gonna be the Beast?
He will be the Beast. He will be big and blue and CGI, not a costume, sadly.
Well,
So there'll be no real grammar in the picture.
was he all costume in the last one?
Yeah, all costume.
Oh, man.
In Captain Marvel, where he cameoed, he was CGI, but then
That
in
was
his
garbage.
movie, yeah, that was.
He cameoed in that movie?
He
Yeah,
was
at
in
the
the,
end of
he was
the
in a
Marvels.
post
Nobody
credit scene
saw
or
it.
something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, post-credit scene,
I
nobody
saw that
fucking saw
movie
it.
in theaters. I don't remember that at all.
Oh shit! No, because it's just a big CGI beast, but it's like not.
I
But
thought that was
it's
in like
Kelsey Grammer.
She-Hulk.
No, that was at the end of. She-Hulk had Hulk's child.
Yeah. Oh
Hulkling.
God.
Hulkling?
That was
And-
pretty silly.
Abomination. Yeah.
No word about Hulkling in the Avengers though. They didn't say anything about that. That's pretty interesting to me.
Dewey.
Yeah, Dewey.
He's Hulkling.
Yeah, exactly. No, well, another thing though that wasn't Hulkling 1, Spider-Man 2. They don't mention Spider-Man at all in that reveal. They do. There's 5 hours of chair, and not one of them belonged to Spider-Man.
I feel like it'll still be Tom Holland. There's no way they're getting rid of him.
I mean, but also
Either Tom Holland or just not at all.
Oh,
Yeah, I would say not at all because it's been like what, 3 years since the last one? 4?
It's been a
Didn't it
while,
come out 2021?
and they're planning the next one, but it's like, yeah, we don't. Even, I guess they don't know what's going to be going on with that.
Also, like, how
Yeah.
old is Tom Holland gonna be by the 4th Spider-Man movie? Like, he's gonna be
Yeah.
like pushing 30, I think. Like,
But
maybe
at the
like
same time,
28.
I do want them to age the
Is he
character
really?
with them and like keep it going.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they haven't aged him enough in the universe. Like, because I think in the
No, they
last
took it
movie he's
slow.
still in like
Yeah, high school.
college, isn't he? He's in
Yeah,
high
he's in high
school.
school. Yeah, he's
Oh
applying to
my god!
college. Yeah, no, but it's crazy. No, but
I would
anywho,
like them to do an older, like,
yeah,
like with his actual age. I think that
we'll
would be
just
cool.
keep the like the working hero thing going, and
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The story it evolves like and can get different and more interesting with like the different parts of his life,
yeah, like the Spider-Man
different
game,
phases.
right?
Yeah,
Like that.
exactly. Like the Spider-Man game, have him go into the working world. You know what I mean? Become a
Yeah,
scientist and shit. Uh,
yeah. I think it's cool too if we actually got to see like a Spider-Man that, or like I think I don't really know if they do this with like a lot of superheroes because I think a lot of the franchises just kind of end
yeah,
by the time they do this, but like
they
you
peter out.
hardly ever see a superhero like actually change over like a serious amount of time. Like
Yeah.
fucking Frazier. Like I think the Spider-Man, this current
What?
Spider-Man, is like
How did you see
going on for like
that?
12 years.
How did you notice that?
Bro, I see through
It's
Mark
too funny.
Carney's Canada, alright? I
Yeah.
see through the
This is
lies.
this is Pierre Poilievre's Elgin Street. If you don't
I'm
vote,
Pierre Polyev, and this is what Mark Carney's gonna do to our Canada.
Kelsey Grammer died there. Fuck.
it's like he's like
No.
in the smoke, like an
Yeah.
apparition, like a phantom.
Like the Wizard of Oz.
Wait, what?
No, but the
Yeah,
big reveal
exactly.
from the whole thing though was that all the old X-Men are returning.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that.
I
No,
like
I
the
thought the
Frazier
same
aspect.
thing.
Fraser aspect's
Yeah.
funny.
Other than that, it's like, wait, are they getting the lady back?
Oh yeah, the old
Mystique,
Mystique. Yeah, the old Mystique. They got her.
Yeah.
And she's just like the Russian like model or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And she was never in
Rebecca
anything else.
Romagen.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah,
I just
it's
think
crazy.
it's like it's not a great feeling when like I hear an announcement and I just kind of go like that's my
Yeah.
reaction is like it's not like oh boy like you know like I saw
That was my
Superman
reaction.
trailer.
That was my
Yeah,
reaction.
just like groan like,
Oh boy!
oh boy well like that
Rebecca
was
Romagen.
Superman.
Oh,
I saw
Frazier.
the Superman trailer and I was like
Yeah.
yes yeah Frazier yes and then it's like X-Men are coming back and I'm like
Yeah, the X-Men thing to me, it's like what they should have done is, you know, they do a film, they have a side character, they just have like if they have an innocuous side character, have that be a character from the X-Men but not affiliated with the X-Men team. Then you accumulate these side characters throughout the movies that all would then go to a new movie. And you would just
Yeah.
like you would pick the best characters you had, like the most interesting ones that would fit into these like other projects. Like Miss Marvel, perfect opportunity. She should have had a friend who learned they had some like latent power, and then it could just work into the greater thing they're trying to build.
Yeah, well,
Are
that's
there-
kind of what they did with Infinity War almost, where they kind of
Yeah.
picked like the best of all the current series. Like
Yeah.
you didn't the Captain Marvel was only like the ending kind of cameo.
Yeah,
You know, like because she kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And they used like all the best characters. Like Doctor Strange was used really well.
yeah,
You know, like that would be cool if they did that with X-Men, where like you're kind of building up to like a really cool team interaction.
yeah. And that's the thing.
Wait, you said they're getting all the original X-Men.
Yeah.
Are they getting Hugh Jackman back?
I don't even think they showed his chair.
Damn.
I guess it's just assumed.
Yeah, they got everyone else.
It
He's
is,
been- he's
like,
just
are
been
they
doing
are
it
they
the
gonna
whole
bring
time.
the
Yeah.
X-Men?
yeah.
He's just been. It's not
They're
like
bringing
they're
back
really,
Cyclops too.
it's not like he's really coming back. He's been doing it the whole time.
Yeah, he never really stopped.
He never left.
They were giving him solos, and then he showed
Yeah.
up in Deadpool, and
Yeah.
He never left.
No, but I was gonna say, are they gonna introduce the X-Men in the same? I'm assuming they are in the same universe as the Avengers, but it's like, how are they gonna retcon that?
no,
It's
so
like-
they're all being a new universe, Doom's
Oh.
universe, Battle World. So
Whoa.
they're all just gonna get sucked there in Doomsday.
That shit
And
sounds like
then-
Fortnite.
Yeah,
It's
for
no,
real.
it is like Fortnite.
Is
It's
Jonesy
literally
gonna
like
be
Fortnite.
there?
Jonesy could
They
be
have to
there. They
fight
might as well put
Jonesy.
his ass in there.
They actually have to fight Mayor McCheese.
Yeah, exactly.
And Fortnite was in Endgame.
Cuddle team leader.
It all
They have
goes
to fight Renegade Waiter.
Yeah, Renegade Waiter.
Renegade Waiter is confirmed for Avengers.
Yeah, Avengers. Fucking Doomsday or whatever.
Is that how they're gonna
Avengers
do
Final Storm.
I gotta get a drink. I'll be right back. I'm sorry to
Okay.
interrupt.
Wait,
No
wait.
worries.
Okay, now that Murray's gone.
It's just us.
Isn't Doom? He's a Fantastic Four villain. That's so weird to put him as an Avengers or as an X-Men villain. Like that's. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd be
and the
happy
thing
to
is, so it's
switch it
like
up, but, you know, like
the Fantastic Four are also in the movie.
they're in the. Okay, this is gonna be a nightmare.
So they're also announced to be in Doomsday. So Doomsday is going to be very crowded. They'll have a lot of people. It's a big pot, a lot of
Yeah.
stirring. But the thing is, it's like it's a story where they're taking everyone out of what they're doing. They wipe their memories and they're just in a fucking thing. So it's like,
Is that honestly how that goes? It's just like a comic.
yeah. No, mostly in Battle World, in Secret Wars, or in Doomsday or whatever. In Battle World though, like they lose their memories, I think, and they just whatever.
Okay, because I'm not familiar with that comic at all. And to me,
That's why some people saying on Twitter, at least, that they get sucked there, and then Doom just has them working as part of his kingdom, and they don't remember who they were.
I don't know how I feel about that. It's a movie that seems like it's not
Well, it's not a very culminative
exactly.
finale.
Yeah, no, not at all. It seems like a weird thing to kind of also introduce Doom with, like.
Yeah,
Or
well,
is
especially
Doom
because the
gonna-
nice thing about the original Infinity War and Endgame was that it's everyone doing what they were doing. It's like an actual culmination. Like you see the Guardians, they were doing their thing, and they all meet at the crossroad. Like they were tracking down
it's
Thanos. They were tracking down Thanos.
extremely
They
well
all.
built story of like
Um,
everyone meeting at the same point.
Yeah. With this, it's just every character getting pulled to one place.
Yeah, that
Just
seems
because.
so much more lame.
Yeah.
Well, also like Infinity War, they built up to Thanos, and like, you know, he wasn't great before Infinity War, but you had like ideas of who he was and what he was about, and like,
Yeah.
you know, it wasn't his first introduction was Infinity
Yeah,
War, where you're
exactly.
like, what the fuck? Who is this
That's
guy?
the big
right?
thing with Doom, where they're like, we're just seeing him for the first time in this one, and of course it's like it's sort of Iron Man. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
what they're saying is that Infinity War is supposed to be like Doom's backstory. So is this Doom a version of Iron Man? Like it?
Wait,
I don't know.
what?
It's super weird. Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what they
I
said
Where's
recently.
Doom's backstory?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how Infinity War would be. What the snap, I guess.
That's one of the ones I've
I don't
seen.
know. Yeah.
But yeah, I do think. I mean, that's the only explanation I have for casting Robert Downey Jr. as Doom is that he has to be a variant of, because now they have the whole multiverse thing, so he has to be a variant of, like we talked about this in like the summer.
Where he would be like a variant, but such a distinct variant, it's like irrelevant for that he would even be a variant. But instead, he's just he's just literally Iron Man.
Yeah, they have to make it work in some way that's not, because it's also weird to introduce Doom like that. Like that's almost completely rewriting his character.
Yeah.
Where he's a variant of another character, right? Like that's not Doom's story at all. So like how are they gonna work that? Otherwise, you just have this guy who is a separate person but looks a lot like this other character.
Yeah, no, literally, it's very bizarre. I don't know. It's not very cohesive, and it's like it's a last minute replacement for Jonathan Majors. Who update about Jonathan Majors? Okay, this is almost like an apology too. In the past, I said this thing about how Jonathan Majors. I said this in the past. I think it was on the pod, but I'm not sure. But that his girlfriend had since been like, no, it wasn't really crazy what happened between us. I'm sorry for ruining your career, but that shit's wrong. A recording came out that leaked from his court case of his girlfriend like screaming or some shit, and him like beating her. So he definitely did that shit. Yeah, 100% he did that shit.
My lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad for saying otherwise, but I thought it was her that had said otherwise. Our audio corrupted, but basically we're just talking with the guy from Impractical Jokers. He's a freak.
And he's 40 and in like a rough, like you think he's older. He's like the youngest.
I thought
Joker.
He was 60. He looks rough for 40.
He's like the youngest one on the Jokers.
Yeah.
He's younger than Sal.
No, the lady has a huge bruise. She has a huge bruise on her ass, and she's like, he bit me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so he's a freak. Yeah.
No, and you see his teeth. You look at his teeth. The chompers, they match.
Oh, my lord. That's undeniable.
I saw a meme where
he
it was
denies
like, and then you're going to bite her ass. And then...
But it's undeniable, I said.
Yeah. The evidence is compelling, but he denies it, so I don't know.
And then I was texting. My sister was texting me about it, and I was like, he left the show to sacrifice himself so that when the news broke, his boys could go on, and he'd already be distanced from the show. And my sister's like, "Wow, you're actually making him sound honorable when he was probably just running away. He was probably just running away scared."
Yeah.
And I was
That is
like,
crazy.
I was just cracking up.
Yeah. That is
But
funny.
yeah, I wonder if he did like he was like, I gotta get out of here
Yeah.
for my
Yeah, wait,
for my
where did he
dogs.
go? Like, did he just quit the show?
He
I
quit the
don't
show
follow
to
the
say he was
show.
focusing on his marriage, and then now it's come out like
Well,
a
that
year
makes
later or
sense.
something, or a couple years maybe. He has this girl like he has this court case for some shit,
This girl with a big bite mark on her butt.
and
Jesus
the
Christ,
teeth
what a
match.
freak.
That's forensic evidence, bro.
Yeah,
That'll
honestly.
hold up.
They got forensics on him. That's
On
fucked
the
up. I hope
ad.
this isn't slander.
Imagine having to be like, yeah, so like it's on my ass, right? And then it's like, okay, forensics team come in,
Yeah.
you know, like
They're measuring the distance between the teeth.
take a swab,
Yeah.
right? It's like, oh, that's uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know. That's I thought he was
It's a
just
crazy one.
texting her. Like he must have met up with her then.
If he was
Yeah.
biting her ass,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he was
like,
more than meeting up with her. But,
Yeah, he was chomping on her.
more than just sexting. Yeah, it's
yeah.
fucked. Oh my god.
That is
I-
crazy
uh,
stuff.
Super.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Good thing I don't watch that show then.
Yeah.
I never watched it. I always felt uncomfortable watching it.
Well, but no, that's why he
for
left.
people.
To protect them, so that it's like this news breaks, but it's like he's already gone. They're
He didn't
already
wanna
like
disgrace the
separate
show.
from him. Yeah,
Yeah.
him and his boys are like safe. Like if he was still on the show, the whole show would be facing like the brunt of this, and it would be like a big thing where he has to leave in disgrace.
Yeah.
And now he's already gone. It just quietly breaks. I didn't even hear about it. I definitely would have heard about it if he was still on the show.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't
It's
know.
true.
It's just crazy. Like remember, like James Gunn got fucking, he got fired from like Marvel, I
Yeah.
guess.
Just for
Because
of
off-color
the-
jokes.
For tweets.
And then like, yeah, and then just like with the whole Namor thing, like that dude's still around and he's like
Yeah.
actually accused of. And then
Yeah.
like Jonathan Banks, that was another thing because I
Jonathan
think
Banks?
they kept
Yeah.
him on. While
No,
the
Jonathan
like, all-
Majors, right?
I just
Jonathan
said
Majors.
Banks.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong
Dude,
guy,
for
my
break-
bad.
Mike, my boy Mike, what the fuck did he do?
Jonathan
No,
Major.
no, not
Wait, so the thing
him.
with Jonathan Majors, he was convicted in court, so that's why they fired him because he was convicted.
Jesus Christ.
But then, what he was saying after was that like, oh, my girlfriend says she doesn't even want that to be, and she says she regrets it. But then now all this the recordings come out, and it's like, oh no, I know why you're convicted. There's irrefutable evidence.
Right.
Oh.
But
That's
then
crazy.
And then
with,
fucking James
Namor-
Gunn is like, yeah.
with what happened to Namor was that he was just accused, and the lady didn't take it to court or file anything. So they were just like, I guess that's
Marvel's
just
like,
something.
that's okay.
They're like, it must have been the wind. Just
But, like,
let that
I remember
brush away.
James
Skyrim guard.
Yeah.
They literally fired him for tweets that were like 12 years old, and I was
No,
like,
James
that's
Gunn was just off-color jokes. It's
Yeah,
like
I was
uh,
like super.
yeah,
Like, and everyone knew it was just, the cast was like, I don't even want to be in the movie anymore.
Yeah,
I remember
literally,
all the Guardians people are like, I don't even. If you fire James Gunn, I don't even want to do this anymore.
yeah,
yeah.
And
What's
then they
his
brought it
Batista,
back.
I think was the first to quit. He was just like, I'm not gonna be in the movie. Like,
yeah.
it's what makes the movie work, right? Like,
Yep.
He's
No,
hoping he's
literally.
gay.
Yeah.
You're gonna fire him for that? That's gay.
Yeah.
Guilty.
No, but no, but then it worked out. It actually worked out incredibly well from him. He like getting canceled.
Big publicity thing.
It was like
Yeah,
the biggest.
yeah.
It was like actually the opposite. It was like that was his like humiliation ritual with the Illuminati, and now he's the CEO of DC Comics
Yeah, that is
or
wild.
DC
Holy
Films.
shit, yeah. He's the CEO of the. Oh no, the films, right? Or he's
Yeah, the films of the films.
He's actually the CEO of Buzzy Pop Films as well.
Yeah.
That one was for the fans.
That's the deep cut. Yeah, it's, if you've been watching, yeah. Cameron.
That's for
but
one
anyway.
fan who's probably not even gonna watch this fucking episode.
That's too good.
Cameron, how's he gonna know it came out?
Okay, I don't even get the reference.
text
so
him
I'm
on
not a good
Instagram.
enough fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text Cameron my Instagram story. For look.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
not even on
start,
social media.
screenshotting my old Instagram feed and sending it to Cameron.
Yeah.
Cameron-
Post by
Cameron said
post.
Because Cameron said he's getting off Instagram.
Yeah.
He like messaged us or whatever. He's like going dark. Real ones know. Don't listen.
Real
You know what I
no,
mean?
real ones know it's okay.
Yeah, everyone's know it.
And now I'm thinking about, like, since he's off, just recreating the Instagram experience, just sending him my entire feed.
That is too funny.
Just send him screenshots of your feed. Actually, don't
That's what I
even
mean.
like. Don't even send reels or anything like that. Just be like, he opens up his phone and he's just like having to scroll through.
It's just like scrolling Instagram. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, you gave me your number. These are the things I wanted to send you. You gotta see this shit. This is the stuff you're missing out on.
Yeah. Instagram's fucking
We
awesome.
just, we just
It's
all
like not
send our
understanding the reason why he would
Explorer
take it off.
page. We don't even send like reels, just our Explorer, just the images and all that. Just be like, what do you think?
I'll just be like, which one do you want? Which one do you want?
Which one do you want to
I'll be
like?
like, which one do you want?
Which one do you want me to click on?
I'll be like, tell me like Battleship. He's like, B6. I'm like, okay, click, and I scroll down. I'm like, what do you think?
It's funny.
It's so funny. Yeah. You start recreating the app.
He's off
And
Instagram,
then
but he's interacting with it through me.
You
Yeah.
can never leave Instagram.
He's off Instagram, but you're on Instagram twice for him.
I'm on it twice as much.
That's
Yo,
too
Cameron, you know our three dads?
You say
Is he in the
Cameron?
chat right now?
Shit, Matt.
Oh,
I'm talking about Cameron's too
Don't keep
much.
using it, fucking
I'm so
Cameron.
sorry, bro. He's
God,
usually
Cameron.
our guest on here. He's usually
Yeah.
the third member. So I got my mind all confused.
It's not the first time you guys have done that. Point that out. It happened on Repo.
I
like
call-
2 days ago.
I call Cullen Cameron too. And sometimes I call Cameron Cullen.
I often talk to Cullen, and I'll misconflate a conversation I have with like just anyone in the house.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm like, I just had
happened
that
too,
conversation
yeah.
with you, and he's like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Apparently, I
also
just
call
haven't been
Cameron
talking to him.
Shaflanka impulsively.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I've been trying to get into the habit of calling Cameron Shaflanka.
I've been trying
Yeah,
to
I
get
do that instinctively. I don't know why.
Like a habit
this
I
whole
want to pick
podcast.
up.
This whole podcast, I've been like specifically saying Cameron instead of Shaflanka.
Oh, to appease him.
I've been thinking about it because he asked me to stop.
yeah, he did.
Oh, he doesn't like being called Shafly?
No.
He said not too much.
Oh.
He said he said it's okay, but not multiple times in one sentence or some shit.
Oh, okay. Because it's just like, for me, it's like, I saw him more on stream than I did, like, in real life, so I just kind of, like, defaulted
just a better
Shafly.
name.
That's
Better
a
name than
more
Cameron.
distinct name.
Yeah,
How many
it's
people
is-
unique. He picked
It's a
it.
name.
Too.
It's a word that I like saying. It's hard to find a piece of gibberish that is like a that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow
it
you
rolled
found
off
something
the
that
tongue.
works, where it's catchy. It doesn't actually mean anything. It's not a word at all. Shaflanka. But it's catchy, and I just want to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Wait, well, what were you asking Shaflanka, but you're asking me instead?
I don't even know.
I don't even know either.
What was it?
Gone in the Wind. I don't remember. You were like, Cameron, do you know this?
Oh, the three dads. You were asking if he knows
Oh,
three
yeah.
dads.
Yeah.
Three dads. Okay,
He's
Well,
a-
I only know
that's
that
a
from
viewer.
this show,
Yeah.
right?
we of course know our three dads.
Yeah.
We've been
Daddy-
thinking because they
Daddy
don't
Kev.
they hardly ever post.
Yeah.
We're trying to think of some way to like sort of come like, interact with them, get them to start posting more, or like
Get it,
Harass
you know.
just generally get back at them type thing, right? We're thinking about our three dads fart page, where every video they upload, and since they don't upload that much, shouldn't be too hard. Every video they upload, we take and put fart sound effects wherever they're walking, or like moving around or anything, and
Mhm.
re-upload it.
Yeah.
It's our
And you
three
think that's
dads.
gonna work? Instead of just messaging them like, "Hey, can you upload more? I really like your content." I put up Fart fan page.
Here, wait. Can I pull up our three dads for a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They
I
actually
gotta put on
uploaded.
your audio though, because your audio's not on.
Okay, yeah. Well, you don't really need the audio. It's mainly the
Okay.
video. But it's a very fascinating. It's a very fascinating piece here. Let me pull it up.
If you can make your audio go through the Discord, if it's like an OBS thing, then that would work.
Yeah, probably will. Okay, wait. Instagram. Okay, yeah.
Where even
Google
are we?
Capture. Oh, yeah.
Where
What
Where am I?
planet are we on?
I'm the babysitter.
I'm the nanny.
The nanny. Oh, I'm not a
Anyway.
good enough.
Dude, I know it all. I know it all.
Okay, while you're pulling it up,
Yeah.
Kanye West responded to Iggy Azalea claiming he used to jack off to pictures of her every morning.
Whoa.
And he said, "This is true."
Oh, really?
So yeah, he confessed. He did have a meeting with Iggy Azalea at one point, and he did tell her he used to jack off to her every morning.
Whoa. That's quite the routine.
It's pretty insane.
If he's just lying to make, he's been on a crazy streak.
He has been saying some pretty out there stuff recently.
Like,
trying to pick up the
yeah,
psycho
and also
clout.
the new chain he got in the grill.
The Nazi
yeah.
chain, yeah.
That's too crazy.
It's a little wild.
That's too crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if he would just, like, I could message him or I could tweet him and be like, hey, remember when your toe? And he'd be like, yeah, that was great. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he replied to that. Because, like,
no, he is like
crazy.
So insane.
Dude, multiple musicians have said that he watches porn for hours on end in the studio before they start making music.
Yeah.
And that he has multiple porn tabs open while they're in the studio making music. Multiple musicians have said that.
That is crazy.
I didn't know about that at all. Is that how he makes such great music? He's just like...
That's what they say.
It's the formula.
They say that and all of a sudden he's just like, whoa.
Dude,
he's just like nosing in his head.
He's got like 4 tabs open on the screen, like boom, 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 each corner of the screen, filling up the thing. He's watching 4 different porn videos at once, and then he gets in. He's like, "No one man should have all this power."
That's funny. Whoa.
And everyone else is like, "I guess if it works, it works." Okay. Anyways, can you guys see R3 dads on my screen?
Yep. I can.
Okay.
Very
tell me.
intense face.
Tell me. Tell me if you find anything odd with this next video. This is their newest upload.
Oh, anything odd?
Did you guys catch? Here, wait. Here's the audio. Okay, but
Oh, I don't think I can hear it. His nips are poking. What the...
Did you notice anything odd with the video?
The whole thing is odd. Like
look at around him at the very beginning. It's almost like his aura is bending the very space-time continuum surrounding him.
They've photoshopped his whole body?
Do you see that? They're making his body better with the
that
there's
might
like
just be
he's got big chest, big muscle filters on.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And of course all kinds of face filters. Sufficient to say, I don't think this guy's all natural. I think there's some element of movie magic going on here. I don't think this guy's 100% au natural.
That's why they're not uploading that much. They're always they got $1 million going into editing their shit, so they look buff.
Dude, look at this freeze frame. Look at the building behind him.
You're right. I didn't notice that.
There's like it's
That's
like,
funny.
Look at this
what
shit.
The fuck?
And then it's like everything is bent around, and then it kind of locks in. But you can tell his waist is being slimmed, and his shoulders and his chest and his arms are being bulged outwards. And you can see even as he goes up, it's like on his bicep. It's like an AI thing. Like, look, his tattoo gets all warped and weird from the thing, like bulging out his arm.
What the?
And then he has like all these like smoothing filters on his face that flash on and off when he gets too close because they like can't track it properly. It's quite the video.
It's not the same dude as the other video, right? Because his hair is like crazy different. This dude and the one that...
This is Daddy Mo. Friend, the toupee.
This is Daddy Mo.
Okay. Daddy Mo. Yeah, he looks way different. Wait, the tattoos... What?
Yeah, Mark and Moke.
Oh, that one. Okay.
So that's Mark, and then the long hair is Moke.
Is Moke, and then the old man is Tom.
Daddy Toke.
Yeah,
this is Daddy Tom. Look at him.
Yeah,
oh, man.
He's
the body.
He's like... He's the natty build.
He's got breasts.
What's to do with podcasts? Just read a book. He's hating on us.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Podcast chuds.
Yeah. We're back on
I love this guy.
Okay, Matt, there's the reason we brought you here.
Oh, yeah, this is related to Kanye in the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
This was sort of the jumping off point of why we brought Matt on here.
Yeah, exactly. A mind warping topic, really.
Okay, yeah, Matt, you're not gonna believe this. Me and Dan have been captivated by this fella here.
This character.
this character.
Somebody we've been following for a while, needless to say. We've been watching their career.
Is this the guy you asked me about like a week ago? And
Exactly.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Have you heard of Benny
You'll
Blanco?
You'll know about him. You won't know him, but you'll know about him.
Yeah, could you show me him?
I'll show you him. All right.
You're gonna get a good look at him.
Oh, I'll show you. Okay, look at this fucking photo of him. God damn it. This is like part of the. Look at this fucking guy.
Oh yeah, that's what's it?
Selena
The
Gomez's
boyfriend of what's her name?
Yeah,
Oh,
Gomez. Selena Gomez.
Yeah, he's Selena Gomez.
Well, that's only the most recent chapter of his book. Because he's worked with Selena
up.
Gomez in a different capacity. Not worked, but he's been with Selena Gomez in a different capacity before.
Look what this guy looks like.
I know.
We've done this on the podcast before. Where
He looks like the fish from Fortnite.
He looks like the sloth from Ice Age. He looks...
Dude, he really looks like the fish from Fortnite.
What's his name?
I mean, for me,
Floppy or
I don't
some
think
shit.
he's like that ugly looking. I think I like his hair.
Flopper
But I
fish,
just don't get his
Fortnite.
style. Like, why has he got his bare feet out? Why is he wearing that whack ass outfit? Like, that's my thing.
Holy
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah,
Benny
well-
Blanco.
Okay, wait, flip between the two pages. He really looks like that.
Yeah, like that whack ass drip too. Like, what's with the fucking overalls and the tiny
It's like
shirt?
crazy
and
how much.
the bare ass feet.
Okay, this is like a bad picture.
That's
Yeah,
absolutely on the
This is
show,
a
yeah.
particularly bad photo,
Yeah.
to be fair. I can't
It's
zoom in
fading
on
as
it.
fuck. I feel bad for him. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel bad for him. The amount of shit he's getting because he's Selena Gomez's like boyfriend, and people are like, he's too ugly for her. It's like,
Okay,
Jesus.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro.
Okay.
He is
Do you know about his career?
Do you know about his
I
career?
don't know anything about his career. That's
Get a
the thing.
load of his career.
Get a load of this. Before he met Selena Gomez, he was a songwriter / producer in the pop music industry, a ghostwriter, if you will.
Yeah.
And he's responsible for literally some of the biggest songs you've ever heard.
Yeah, from especially all throughout our childhood.
Like all of Katy Perry's songs, most of Maroon 5's big songs.
Yeah.
He doesn't look that much older than us, though. What the hell? What is he
I
start
know.
writing
Yeah.
himself? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah. No stress.
There was a whole
I mean,
list.
no stress at all.
Here we go.
12-year-old writing Dark Horse or something.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay, you ready for this, bro?
Yes.
Matt, tell me if you recognize this song. I'm on a payphone trying to call home all of my change I spent on you. Dude, he made that.
Yeah.
That's
Him and
crazy.
his boy made that. He made the song that's like, we gon' go all night, we gon' light it up like
Like
it's
it's
dynamite.
dynamite.
Dun, 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 dun. He made that.
That's
Okay,
that spawned Captain Sparkle's career.
dude, he
Wow.
made. I
This is the
kissed
30s.
a girl and
Oh,
I liked it. The taste of her cherry chapstick. He made
I wonder how
fucking
many awful pop songs he's written though, because I tend to hate pop.
you make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream.
The way you
Yeah.
get me up.
Valid.
Dude, you've got the moves like Jagger. You've got
Wait,
the
what?
moves like Jagger. You've got the moves like Jagger.
That's another Minecraft parody. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I know this stuff.
He made
Yeah.
that one, bro. He made
Yeah.
Tick Tock on the clock. DJ go it nonstop. Oh, oh,
Isn't
oh,
that
He's
song
huge.
20 years old? What the fuck? I
Dude, he
remember
fucking-
hearing that when I was in like grade 3 or something like that.
I remember I kissed a girl
What?
when I was like a little kid, like really young.
Yeah.
Yes, I literally remember being in like daycare and hearing like, yeah, tick, tock. That's
And-
crazy.
And the crazy part is, bro, when I hear that he's like a writer or whatever, like on these songs, or a producer, I thought he was like making the instrumentals or like whatever. But he's on this podcast I watched, and he'll be like, yeah, here's the demo. They call it like the demo. And he
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
it, and it's like the whole song.
Yes.
It's the whole song.
Yeah,
It
he like
he's
composed the whole song and then they just like sing over it, right?
Yeah, and he's like, this one we had this one kicking around for 8 years before we gave it to Maroon 5, and then he plays it, and it's like, lay you down and eat you right, just like animals, animals like
Are you serious?
animals. He
You know,
just had that.
I've heard
He said that kicking around
Yeah.
for like years on his laptop, and then he showed it to Maroon 5, and they're like, oh shit, yo, let's make this, and then it's just a #1 hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that shit with people are like, if you really like an artist's music, but like only one of their songs, look at the producers behind it, because chances are you might like the producer more than the actual artist, and that's why they have that like one-hit wonders. They had like this producer come in and give them like a crazy song.
Yeah.
He's like,
right?
it's
Like
insane. He's
Blanco.
like literally just the most talented man of our generation. Like no one knows him. Everyone knows his songs.
Yeah.
Everyone just makes fun of him
immense
online
talent.
for being hairy and
He's like ugly.
Yeah.
First of
Yeah.
all, which is already a big enough challenge to overcome in life as it is.
Murray, what
So
was the
he's like-
song that he wrote where the artist didn't like it, and then he just went in the lobby and like came up with some new shit?
No, yeah. So that was he was supposed to be on Katy Perry's album, right? He was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
supposed to be working with Katy Perry, but he was like late getting to the studio or something. He gets there, and they're like, "Oh, like we already finished. We're already done. We have the singles for the album. Like, because the album was finished, they had to like do some. I don't know." And he's like, "We already have the singles for the album. It's gonna be this song and this song." And he's like, "Oh, all right, whatever." But they still have like studio time, so he just goes out in the lobby and he's like sitting there and he's just like fucking around his computer. He's like making a few beats and stuff. And like the dude who's like the head of like, yeah, like some other producer or whatever walks by. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck is that?" They listen to it. They're like, "Yo, let's record that." And ends up being Teenage Dream and some other big Katy Perry song. And those end up being the singles on the album instead of the ones that they
insane.
already had planned out. So he just like fucking shows up and just writes like 2 generational hits that are like known by everyone to this day.
Yeah.
Just sitting in the lobby when he showed up late and replaces the 2 singles they already had. Just this one guy. Like,
yeah, and then gets like no cred for it too.
Which
It's
is
just
like
Katy
honestly
Perry
like the
made
best
that
way
cool
to
song.
be. Because he has mad money too. It's not like he's like one of these
Yeah.
people who gets screwed by the industry, like you hear a lot in like music and any creative
Yeah.
industry. People are always getting screwed. Like, no, this dude's got money. Like he talks about he's got so much money that he tells people when he's working with artists, he doesn't fly. He's rich enough where he can make calls like that. He's like, I don't.
Oh, it's like you're coming to me. I'm not leaving. Like
you're coming to me, or he rents tour buses and him and all his friends drive everywhere he goes. He just has all his friends.
It's insane.
That's a way to live, man.
He's got enough money where people are on his payroll just to be his friend and to go in his tour bus with him.
Yeah.
You know what? A similar story that is with what's it called? You know, Doom, the Mick Gordon. Is that the guy's name?
Oh,
or
yeah.
am I thinking of a different name? Yeah. So
This guy made the Doom soundtrack for the Doom video game.
yeah. So that's you know Hellraiser. Like that's like one of like the biggest songs on that album, or like the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I can't really do it off my head because it's like I'm just gonna make noises, right? But it's like one of the biggest songs. And I remember, I think the guy Mick Gordon was on like some show, and I might be misremembering this, but he was like the same sort of story where he's like, "Oh, I made this like originally," and then they were like, "We don't want the song on the album. Like this sounds like shit. This doesn't fit with the levels, right?" And so he's like, "Okay," so he took it off, and then like they I guess rushed him to finish the rest of the soundtrack, and then like we need one more song left. And he's like, okay, fuck it. I got this song Hellraiser, and he just gives it back to them. And they're like, okay, fine, whatever. It doesn't fit, but we'll just put it in. And it's like the best fucking song in the soundtrack.
Yeah. There's like all
It's,
kinds of stories
easily
like
my
that.
favorite. And I'm like, and everyone in the comments too are like, it's like so clearly you can see that like some people just don't get like, and you're like, why are they even in charge if they're this fucking far off? Like, why are these people the ones in charge if they're just like, you good?
Yeah, I sneezed. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, but that's great. I don't know. Kudos to him making.
No, he's like it's crazy. And then he's talking about like his boy, one of his friends, like his name is like Saeed or Sajad or something. He's like, he sent me this demo one time, and he plays it, and it's like literally the full song, like the instrumental and the vocals. He goes like, "I'm on a payphone trying to call home." And he said his boy just made that like in his parents' basement. And they just like sent it out, and then they gave it to like Maroon 5 or whatever, and they just made it.
That's crazy.
It's like fucking insane. Anyways,
Yeah.
also,
And imagine making that, and then Maroon 5 attributes all of their fame to that song, even though you made like the entire.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, he also got nominated for Sexiest Man of the Year.
What?
He got nominated for Sexiest Man of the Year last
He got
year.
nominated. He didn't win it.
He was runner-up.
Dude, I think the dude that won last time, like that's crazy disparity.
And the host,
How?
the win for this one was John Krasinski, and this dude was runner-up.
Why
That's
is he
sexy.
barefoot in every photo? Like,
See,
it's
that's
nasty.
his
The
thing.
feet.
That's his thing, bro.
Like, this just grosses me out. Like, I don't want to.
He's all about the toes.
You want to know an amazing? You want to know an amazing Benny Blanco related headline I saw recently though, just a few days ago.
Yeah.
Fans thank Selena Gomez after Benny Blanco shaves his unibrow for the first time.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, good.
Fans rejoice. Thank
Yeah.
you, Selena Gomez, for
What are they
convincing him to
thanking
shave
her
his
for?
unibrow. Thank God.
Finally, I can look at his Instagram
Look,
post.
this is
Oh my
before. They didn't even fucking show the after. God damn it.
God. I hate
It's a
our
tease.
Is it even
videos.
true? Is this? I can't even tell if he has one there.
I don't know. I just feel bad for him though. Like the shit I read about him, I'm just like, man. Like if I was in issues, I'd feel like ass. Like I don't care how much money I got. Like just reading people just openly be like, he's so nasty. I don't ever want to see him again. I'd be like, I just feel terrible. I don't know. But dude's chilling, I guess.
Guess what other song he produced though, dude? You're not gonna believe this, Dad.
You know what I thought you guys were gonna say because you guys
What?
brought it up with Kanye. I thought we were gonna say he wrote for Kanye, and I was like, that's well, like, what do you mean
No.
he wrote for what parts of the song did he write? Right?
But he made the beat for Diamonds by Rihanna. Like diamonds in the sky.
Oh, yeah.
Shine bright like a diamond. And he
And
sent
right-
that one. Once he made that beat, they sent it all over the place. He sent it to like Eminem and shit.
Right.
And no one got back to him. So then he was like, oh, fucking, he gave it to like Sia. And Sia recorded the whole song singing Diamonds just like Rihanna. But then they didn't end up releasing it. And then Rihanna did it. And they released that version. And then right before Rihanna released it, Eminem got back to him and was like, yo, I love this beat. I want to use it. I want to use it. But he was like, fuck, I already got Rihanna like releasing a song like next week or whatever.
I'm just too
Just-
good.
It just tripped me out like how the music
Everyone loves my shit, bro.
it tripped me out how the process works. But anyways, when I was looking at the songs he made or he like helped write for or whatever, I woke up in Chris Brown's body. He helped make Freaky Friday with Lil Dicky.
That's crazy. I knew they were
Yeah,
friends
I'm
at that
Kendall
time.
Jenner.
I'm not a Lil
Yeah.
Dicky fan. But
That song sucks.
It's terrible.
I'm
That's
not.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm not a big Lil Dicky. Find his
No.
music.
I am a big Lil Dicky fan, but I don't like that song.
We love the earth.
And I don't like the Earth song.
We
Yeah, I was gonna
love
say I don't like that
Earth.
song and I don't like the Earth
Yeah,
song.
Kanye
His two
West.
biggest hits.
Yeah, I like
Kanye West.
Kanye West. I liked his song, and I forget the name of it, but it came out with Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, I like that one. It's like the
That
interview.
one's, yeah. That one's pretty good. But that came out like 9 years ago now, so it's like I can't really say I like an artist if I'm like that song from 9 years ago is pretty.
Yeah.
He hasn't released an album in years. He's been making the show Dave and
Oh
making
yeah.
I Woke Up in Chris Brown's Body or whatever the fuck. Wait, Doja Cat's in the show?
Yeah, I think Doja Cat's in that show. I remember I saw a clip where it was like
I know
20
Macklemore's
seconds
in it.
long. Who's it?
Macklemore,
Macklemore?
hardest white boy in the game.
Whatever. Bro.
Haven't met me.
They were gonna say Mac Miller, and then I was like, oh,
He ain't in it.
yeah, no. What? There was another producer thing, and now it completely lost on me. Oh fuck! You guys know Joji at all?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
Filthy
familiar.
Okay, well, because some people don't know his music. So like that song he made, when you're out of time, sometimes I look in your. That's like
I don't
his
really
most
know it.
recent like famous song. A Glimpse of Us. A glimpse of...
You know what, bro? I'll take your word for it.
Okay, whatever. Apparently that's one that like some producer just sent to him because not Mac Miller but some other dude, I can't remember the guy's name, was gonna record for it and then he couldn't and then Joji did the song. And I was like,
believe
that's
it.
kind of weird. Like I just assumed that Joji made all his music. Just
I know, right? That's
Yeah.
what you think with these people.
and then it's like no, some other dude made like everything and he just sang over it. That's
Yeah.
literally it.
You know the Deadmau5 song that's like it's like look what they made it for me. Da-na-na-na-na-na. It's like it was like on the radio like crazy when we were kids. It was like the really big Deadmau5 song. It's called The Veldt. It's like boom, boom. Anyways, the vocals for that, like he just put the instrumental out on his like the early version of Discord. He put it out on some message board, and he was like looking for vocals, and then someone recorded that and just sent it to him, like some random person, a fan, and he was like, "Holy shit, this is fucking perfect." You can see like he was live streaming when he listened to the audio and found it, and he's like, "Holy fuck, this is perfect." And then he like does a deal with them, like signs them on as like a singer on the song, and then ends up going like huge. Like I remember hearing it on the radio and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's literally just some guy, like he just put the instrumental out. Some dude
Random
uploaded his
dude.
vocals. Deadmau5 picked it, and it's like a triple platinum, like huge song.
Voice of an angel listener.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
That's like
Look what they made it for me. So something of where we are. Boom, boom. You don't know that?
I'll have to listen to it later. I don't want to get.
You guys will probably recognize it.
The show copyright strike.
It was big.
I don't know.
What they made
know
it
what
for
they're,
me.
There was
I don't
another
recognize
one, too.
it.
So happy for where we are.
Don't recognize it. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm not a
crazy.
Deadmau5 fan.
Neither was I. I hated him. I hated Deadmau5 when I was younger. I hated that
Was
song.
it just like dubstep?
No!
No,
Oh my
I thought him and
God.
Skrillex were dubstep.
I love Skrillex and I hated Deadmau5. It was a big thing. Deadmau5 was progressive house. Skrillex was dubstep. Progressive house, it's for the birds. House and progressive house are for the birds, people.
I don't know what this means.
Dubstep and the harder stuff is where it's at.
Just like saying words together that I can't comprehend.
Fuck
Progressive
off, man.
house.
You brought it up.
I don't know
That's
this
so
shit.
funny.
You brought it up.
It's all electronic music to
It's
me.
not though. Fuck progressive house,
It's all
bro.
just goddamn buttons on a keyboard.
You sound like my dad.
Oh man.
Man, I gotta poop.
That's
Oh,
real. Well,
yeah.
we're at like 50 minutes, so let's say we're all gonna go shit. We're gonna go shit together.
My intestines are filled to the brim.
Murray will get first turn on the toilet, and then I'll be second, and then Matt, you have to go third.
Don't clog it for
Do you
me,
guys
please.
Yeah.
ever poop and it's like the full length of your lower intestine? Like you can tell it just completely cleared out the whole thing in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
for sure.
I
Is it
had
all
that the other
connected?
day. It doesn't happen all the time. I had that the other day,
Yeah.
and it just like it went straight into the hole of the toilet. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
So I
swirling
looked
like
in.
soft
I was like,
serve.
I don't even know how long it is because it went straight down. It
Yeah,
felt like it was.
it's-
It just kept going. Like I pushed out the one long, and it literally felt like it was the entire length of my like lower intestine. I was
I
like,
get scared when that happens.
I gotta
get
peep
really-
this. I was like, I gotta peep this. I take a look, and so much of it is straight in the hole. I couldn't even tell how long it was.
That's crazy.
You should have pulled it out, bro. Took a photo.
Grab that snake by the neck and yank it.
I take a picture like I'm holding a fish.
Hey, wait, let's pose for the thumbnail all with our hand out like we're holding a big shit. And I'll
Like we're
draw
like holding a
shit.
fish.
All right, we'll end streaming now. Bye,
Alright, bye, guys. Shout out to Tula. Love you.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout
yeah.
out Tula.
I
Dude, she
think
didn't
she's
say anything in
watching.
chat.
I don't think she has a Twitch account, and she texted me during this and went, I can't figure out how to open the Twitch stream. And I'm like,
Oh shit.
That's brutal. But oh well,
Brutal.
she'll see the video.
She'll get the
And the
replay.
TikToks at some point too.
That's
yes, yeah.
So
Yeah,
close
most
that.
avid TikTok follower.